my fellow gardeners, how are you this afternoon? This is my eggshell grinding, and I'll be showing you how to grind eggshells and why you grind eggshells. I hope this information helps you, and I hope you're gathering all of your eggshells because you will need them for your tomato plants. Stay tuned at the end of this video because I might have some fun facts on eggshells, what they also can be used for. And I'm going to show you the tomatoes that we're going to have at the farmer's market next weekend and at Coastal Landscaping. These tomatoes we're going to need lots and lots of eggshells for. So hold tight while I set up everything and we get ready to grind us some eggshells. Bye y'all. See you in a minute. Hold on. Okay guys, I am back and I'm going to explain to you what I do. This is my bowl that I have on my stove, and I put the eggshells in as I'm cracking everything. I just throw them in here and I'll leave them for a few days. That way they'll dry. But you need to make sure that they are completely dry before you do this next step. This container is where I put them after they dry. I usually put them in another container and I'll leave them in here even longer. It takes me a good 2 weeks before I finally grind the eggshells because I want to make sure that they're good and ground up. Now when I put them in here, I usually take them and I just crush them. Kind of helps them start on their way. The other thing that you're going to do, you can either keep crushing them by your hands or you can use a grinder. I have a KitchenAid grinder. It's a coffee grinder that I use to grind them. Now, there's a couple of things that you need to know about them, and I do have a note card again. On doing eggshells, you should always wear a mask. This is a mask that I'm going to wear while I'm doing them because of the dust that's in here. It's not toxic, but you're breathing in little shards, little pieces of eggshells that's cut very, very sharply. And when you breathe it in, it can do harm to your lungs. It can cut your lungs up. So you really want to make sure that you don't breathe the egg dust in. On the other things, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, yes. There's a big thing about dirty eggshells. If you're homegrown eggs, you want to make sure you clean your eggs. Clean the chicken poo-poo off, because if you don't, that can cause you to get salmonella. Because the plants will get it up in it, it'll get into the fruit, you'll eat the fruit, and you'll still get salmonella. Even though you're not eating a chicken or the egg, the salmonella will still go up in it. And you really need to make sure that you clean the eggshells. The other thing that I want you to know is that eggshells are a form of calcium. And when you put the calcium in the garden, it puts the nutrients back in the ground. And that's somewhat, they help with the root growth. That's why we're putting them in the ground where we're putting the tomatoes. So they can get heavy roots, the stem can get very big, and that will stand up straight. But anyway, what we're going to do right now, I'm going to show you how we grind. Now I'm going to put my mask on. And you might not be able to hear me, but I'm going to put some eggshells in here. You can put quite a few. I just kind of crush them down in there. And now this is empty to go back in my kitchen to wait for more eggshells. We're going to put the lid on it. And it's going to get a little bit loud, but we're going to grind these. Now you don't want to take the lid off because, as you can tell, you can't see in it, and the reason why you can't see in it is because there's a bunch of dust. You want to let that set a little bit before you take the lid off. Now I'm going to look at it, I'm going to move it around, just to make sure that it's all ground, which it is. Now I undid it. Let me show you. This is what the dust looks like. That's eggshell dust. Now all I do with it now is I get me a jar and I just put it in here. And then this you're going to wash. That's it. Then you just put the lid on and you keep going. This is a lot of eggs. A lot of different colored eggs. This one's ready to go. This is my new jar that I just started. So now I'm going to take this. I'm going to wash it along with this to put it up. And that's all it is. That's all it takes to do your eggshells. Now, stay tuned for a little bit. I'm going to give you some fun facts at the end on things that you wouldn't know about eggshells. And don't forget, God loves you, and so do I. And don't forget, like, share, and comment if you don't mind. If there's something else you would like to see. Anyway, like I said, God loves you, so do I, and I'll see you next time on Back to My Roots Living. Bye, y'all. Okay, guys, I forgot to shoot the maters. So now I'm shooting y'all the maters. These are the Romans, the cherries. Here's some more cherries, and these are beef stocks. These are the tomatoes that I'm growing for the marketplace and for coastal. Later on, I'll be growing some for myself. Sorry I forgot it, but here it is. Bye, guys.